What's up, crypto kids, blockchain, profit seekers, my friends? How you all doing today? Today, I'm coming at you from one of my favorite DeFi protocols, Prometheus DeFi. Look at this price. It's going crazy, and it's been doing this for a good long time. Now, if you go back over a long history, it's not the case. We followed the trend with everyone else, right? Started way up high, dropped way down low, tanked way down. Actually tried to buy this dip, ended up buying up here, but whatever. Pretty happy with all that, right? And the price has just been doing remarkable things, and a big part of that is because of the new system that we're going to go over today and its implementations, what it means, and basically decouples your concerns, our worried little heads, from the price of the coin. I don't really care what this price is anymore, and neither does anyone else who's already in the protocol. What we would really like to see, for me, I'd like to see this price go down. Crazy, right? Most people in protocols aren't wishing for lower prices. I think everyone in this protocol right now is wishing for a lower price. I certainly am. And you guys want to come in and buy this and tank this price? I would be so happy if you did, because I want to buy as much of this as I can. I'm still kicking myself for not getting down there in the 80-something cents. Even though I sent a flash out to my Telegram group, I didn't jump because I was waiting for 75 because I'm a moron, right? Not really. Of course, I don't believe that. But crazy, right? It's beautiful. I have bought in a couple nodes up in here, and of course I'm only compounding, but the way that they have done what they're implemented this new dividend systems, it's next level genius, and I like it. And we're going to go over it right now. We're going to head over to the protocol. Not long ago we got a new UI, which is fantastic. Now, really quick, for those who maybe don't know anything about Prometheus DeFi. Prometheus DeFi is badass. We have a really great outfront dev. It's always been a sleeper project. I've been standing on the rooftops screaming this project, me and a couple other people, and it's really not really our concern whether a whole bunch of people come get in, because this is basically pure DeFi as a service, treasury as a service play. I mean, purely. It doesn't need new people to grow. I mean, sure, it helps to have more liquidity, but you could actually get too many people in here and dilute your shares. So maybe you don't even want to have a whole bunch of people in here. But, me, I want to share, me, I want to spread the love. So when something is good out there, our community needs to know about it. They need to be able to take advantage of it. They need to be informed. And that's basically what we're doing here. So what do we have going on with this new UI, which is freaking beautiful? We can go check out the outside of it really quick. They kind of bring them into the next level. Last month's performance, 11%. And that's for the treasury. They have a really cool voting system where we all get to vote on what we're doing with the treasury and the different stuff. And it's not like micro trades, like what coin should we buy, but it's like, should we trade or should we farm? What would you like? Here's the past performance. Here's what we should do. How much of the treasury would you like to auto compound? How much would you like to have sent to the distribution pool? All this type of stuff we get to vote on. And I was actually really impressed with the votes, right? Because everyone voted the way that I would have wanted them to vote, which was for a 70% reinvestment into the treasury. 30% of the treasury's profits get distributed to us as dividends, as rewards in BUSD. It's fantastic. Not in the native token, which is going to dump the token, but right here, in BUSD on the Binance Smart Chain. It's freaking awesome, right? So the way this whole thing works, you come in, you buy the Prometheus token, right? You set up temples. Your temples represent your position. They start decaying from day one, and they decay for a year. And then they stop and they pump out at one life, at a continuous pace. And that system of doing that really creates a lot of of pressure on the tokenomics in a positive fashion as opposed to in a negative fashion. And what it does is it makes it to where your rewards are decaying, but you also have a floating sales tax. And so it makes people want to stay in the system, lock their tokens up in the systems, and get the rewards from the dividends pool, which is awesome. But you don't have to do that. You could certainly come in here, buy a bunch of temples, wait for the price to double, because I believe it will, and then you won't have to worry about the 50% sales tax. 50% sales tax, you say? What's that? Well, there is a 50% sales tax here from time to time. It's a floating sales tax. But what it does is it stops people from buying a bunch of temples and then, or crashing the price, buying a bunch of temples, putting all that into the rewards pool, and then eating up the dividends rewards pool from the rest of us. So this 50% sales tax has become like a gatekeeper benefit for all the people still involved, right? So that it is benefiting us more than like some whale who might come in and manipulate. And what's cool about all those taxes is those taxes go back into the treasury, which feed us more BUSD reward pool. So if some whale came in here and tried to crash the price of the temples, buy up all the temples, throw all that into the BUSD rewards pool, well, what he did when he was crashing the price, 50% of everything that he bought from that floating sales tax went back into the BUSD rewards pool and leveled that out for all of us. So there's a lot of different counter mechanisms and things that are pretty damn smart that they got going that I really like. So like I said, beautiful new UI. It's just fantastic. It's, everything that you would expect. It's beautiful. And so we have a double BUSD dividend systems. And now let's go check out what that means. Here's the dividend systems, right? So we have this dashboard, temples, dividends. Actually, we're going to start here on the dashboard. Dashboard's very simple. We're at 179. It was at 180 just a second, at 1.8 just a second ago, and it's going to be going a lot higher than that, in my estimation, not financial advice. Right now, we are currently at a 50% sales tax, and you want to come in here at the dashboard and see what it is, especially if you're going to be selling PHI, right? Now, this 50% sales tax is what I said is like a safety mechanism to stop people from dumping on us, right? Pretty cool. Current circulating supply, 4 million. A lot of that is going to get burned up. We only have 5,556 temples. That becomes important when you understand this dividends model, right? All right, next tab, we have the temples. That's like your position, and each one of these you can buy, and you can get a 10% discount for buying with BUSD. You can get an additional 10% discount by using my affiliate link. So you can come in right off the bat, 20% discount, boom, on your first temple. Freaking killer, right? Nothing wrong with that. So you got your first temple, you got a 20% off. You came in here, you press this buy with 10% with discount, and the way you do that is just click it, click the number you want, click buy with 10% discount, you click that, and it will take that $160 right out of your wallet, and you start earning, right? The next day, you're earning 1 PHI per day from that Zeus temple you created. But then it decays a little bit, right? It keeps decaying 0.33% a day, so it goes down a little bit, and it does that for the first year, and it's actually a very smart system. So it keeps going for a full year. After the 1095th epoch, the ROI per epoch will remain at 0.099 PHI. So after that 1 year, it hits a certain level and it just stays at that, right? This makes the monthly return for the second year 8.91 PHI per month, to where it was going down, starting at 30 a month, and then it just goes down and decays over time. Okay, here we go. So what is the point of such a decay system? When we analyze most similar projects, a common trend emerged: the inexorable decline of the price of the native token. The reason for this is that users are converting the protocol's native tokens into stablecoin. This is totally normal because in the real world, it is not yet possible to rent your bills in gasoline or cake or PHI. The price drop is also multiplied by the inflation of the supply available on the market. So there is a decay system, but everyone's on the same playing field, right? Okay, team is KYC'd. Very, very nice. You have the stable coins, BUSD. That's what we're going to be going over next, right? So here's this dividend distribution model. You have your temple. Your temples are paying out your rewards every single day. And you can see here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 temples. That becomes important. 1 second. So I have 6 temples, and each temple represents a different amount, also represents a different size in your position. Now these are pumping out rewards every day. I can sell those rewards on the open market for 50% fee, right? Which, no problem. It's still highly rewarding, especially once the price is above a price point of where you got in, right? It doesn't really matter. You're just earning your passive rewards, right? You don't really care about the 50% because you're 50% higher. Now, These things are pumping out the rewards every single day, and you can stick those in the dividend distribution model. And you have a couple different things you could do with the gameplay, right? I can pump these out. I can sell the coins. I can take these temples and just compound them. Every time I get enough to buy another one, I can use PHI here and just bam, buy me another one. I can also take all this PHI that's being printed out and stick it into this dividend distribution model and start earning from the treasury as a service model, right? We just got released $19,398, which I was waiting for this to happen so that I could show you exactly how this works. And actually waiting kind of hurt me because I planned to buy more temples and I could have got in at 169, but it's worth it for the video to take a 5% hit in order to show you guys how this works. So we got paid $19,300. That was the 30%, right? So they take the total of what happens. They take from the treasury, they take 70% of that. We're going to reinvest it. We're going to grow this treasury so that we can get more BUSD in the future. And we're going to hope for similar returns on our trading. Obviously, past, performance is not indicative of future performance, but man, they've been killer so far, and I expect similar traits overall. These guys seem to know. Really, they seem to have some magic sauce. So they take the dividends, that 30%, right, out of the 100. They take 70, reinvest, they take the 30%, and they split that in two. Those two goes into two different pools. It goes to the DPHI holders and the GPHI holders. So they take this $19,000, they stuck it in. Half of that went to these guys. $9,699 went to GPHI. $9,699 went to all of the DPH holders. Now, how do you get these different tokens, right? Okay, we have the GPHI. The total GPHI is your dividends pool. See how it says I have 6 of them? Remember, I have 6 temples? For every... That's not exactly right. Okay, see the GPHI in the pool? 1,878. Your dividends this month, 34.9 on that side. So I got $34 over here. I got $70 over on this side. And over here, I had 69, or I had... what I have, it's down here. I burnt 40 PHI forever and another 10 here for 2 years. Burning them, you get a little more. We better have a look at that. One of the most critical elements of the Prometheus protocol is the investment treasury. The investment treasury is supplied in several ways. 15% of the temple's purchase price in PHI, 60% of the temple's purchase price in bonds, 100% of the sales tax. All of these rates are subject to change in the future. Now, a lot of protocols, that's it. They're like, look, we got these taxes, we got these fees, that's our revenue. No, we take that money, we put it in the treasury, and it's used to make us money. And then from those profits, that's what we get paid from, which is what I love, right? All of the, you find a sustainable working business model, pay us from the activities of that business, right? All these rates are subject to change in the future. The investment treasury is invested in various high-yield investment products. 30% of the profits are distributed monthly in BUSD to those who own a temple. This rate has been voted on by the community. Click here to see that vote. And 70% of the profits remain in the treasury for compounding. Beautiful. This rate has been approved by our investors through a vote. You know what's cool about that is our main guy, right? The leader dude. He said, hey, you guys do what you want, I don't control this treasury, but you want my recommendation? I recommend 70% of the profits remain in the treasury, and that's what everyone did, because we know who, we trust the guy at the top. He's freaking led us through the dark storm so far perfectly, and so, why wouldn't you follow the same bright light, right? This rate has been approved by investors through a vote. We chose the BUSD for 2 simple reasons. It's one of the most reliable stable coins. It's, it's on the BNB chain. We're on the BNB chain. It's collateralized, which is like, we find out how damn important that is, right? The great advantage of this system is that you don't need to worry about the chart. The price of the PHI does not matter, as the main rewards are in BUSD. However, if you guys want to dump the price, I'm gonna be a purchaser. What really matters is the performance of our investments, and over time, if the investment treasury grows, you will receive more and more BUSD dividends. Now, let's see how the profits distributed monthly are allocated. Pretty simple. 50% DPHI, 50% GPHI. A 50% distribution profits reward GPHI holders. When you buy a temple, the protocol enables you to claim your governance PHI on the governance tab. Okay, let's go look at that. You come over here. You come over here to the governance tab right there. Boom. See this? It says your balance G6 GPHI. Each temple you own lets you claim governance. GPHI allows you to take part in our government's DAO. You can always claim your GPHI later. It is a governance right attributed to the protocol. As such, GPHI is non-transferable. I got 14 GPHI to claim. Whatever, claim that in a second. See your votes on the Prometheus DAO. I voted in the last one. It's pretty fun. I like that. Okay, here we go. So, when you buy a temple, the protocol enables you to claim our governance token on the governance tab. The number of GPHI you can claim depends on the temple you bought. A Zeus has 4 GPHI, an Ares has 3 GPHI, Kratos 2, and Apollo has a little 0.4. The GPHI is not sellable, not tradable, and its ownership has no time limit. Holding GPHI enables you to receive a share of 50% of the profits, because remember, 50% went to one side, 50% went to the other side. That 50% that goes over to the GPHI side, this is how it's determined who gets what. The more GPHI you hold, the more BUSD dividends you will receive. Here is the formula that the smart contract uses to determine the amount of BUSD you will receive every month. It's the total BUSD distributed to GPHI holders by the number of GPHI circulating. That will equal the BUSD per GPI held. Example, 50,000 BUSD distributed to GPI holders. If there's 500 GPI circulating, then you get $100 per GPI that you hold. So in this example, if you own one Zeus temple, that gives you 4 GPHI and you received 400 BUSD. Pretty cool, right? So by compounding your temples, just by compounding, you're increasing that side of the pool, right? That 50% on the one side where that's basically determined by your node count, or what used to be nodes, your temple count. That just determines that whole side of the pool and how much you get. So compounding into those temples is going to give you the largest side of the BUSD. And the BUSD was crazy profitable this last month. I mean, especially if you bought in at the current price, you basically made all your money back in 1 month, right? It's nuts, right? Of course, most people didn't do that. We were all people who've been here, and we reap the rewards that long-term holders deserve, right? 50% of the distributed profits goes to the DPHI holders. When you buy a temple, you also claim daily rewards in the native tokens. Then you lock these PHI for a few months or years. By locking them, you can claim another token, the DPHI. The longer you lock them, the more DPHI you can claim. So one PHI locked for 3 months only gets you 0.125 DPHI, but in 3 months later, you get your PHI back. It's probably going to be worth a hell of a lot more. You could sell it if you wanted. So there's one way to go. Like I said, a lot of game theory here. You can take one PHI and lock it for 6 months and get 0.2 DPHI. So 0.25. Not a bad way to go either. And in 6 months, you get your PHI. You can sell it and get away from the platform if you want. Do whatever you want. One PHI locked for 1 year is 0.5. Now, after this, I don't see much reason for locking for 2 years. What's the damn point, right? You might as well just burn it forever. You get so much more. One PHI burned forever gets you 1.5 DPHI. But if you do choose to lock for 2 years, that is one claimable DPHI for each PHI that you locked. Okay, the DPHI is not sellable, not tradable, and its ownership has no time limit. You get it simply by, right? So it's going to get diluted a little bit over time because there's going to be more and more of it, and it represents a position in the pool, in the company. And so, you want to probably keep stacking up your temples and locking it in so that you don't dilute your own rewards. Here's the formula for the current smart contract uses to determine the BUSD you will receive. The total BUSD distributed to DPHI holders by the number of DPHI circulating equals the BUSD per DPHI held. Pretty simple. 50,000 BUSD by 500 DPHI circulating equals 100 BUSD per DPHI that you hold. So in an example, if you locked 5 PHI for 2 years. Don't do that. Just burn it. You receive 5 DPHI and therefore 500 BUSD. Pretty cool. From time to time, we will also offer to those who strongly believe in our protocol the possibility to burn their tokens in order to receive even more DPHI. Therefore, the BUSD dividends, when you burn 1 PHI, you can claim 1.5 DPHI. So as long as the burning thing's available, that's what I'm getting into. I'm burning the hell out of my coins. But I'm really interested in locking up and stacking up a bunch more of the temples. And I wish the price would stop going up, but that is what it is. It is nice to see, price going up makes people come in. It's a flag. It makes people go, hey, what the hell's going on over there? I see strength. I see growth. And, it's nice to be in the charts. But this BUSD dividends model that's getting us paid is really where the power is, where the juice is. So this new white paper is freaking awesome. I recommend coming in and reading this stuff. It's really professionally written. Very, very well done. As is everything that these guys do. They smooth, well done, pulled off in a freaking awesome way. All right, let's go look at the dividends one more time. So how we got this 19,338. It came in, it split up, it went half over here and half over here. I had 6 GPHI, right? Your GPHI is 6. And then and that was at the time of the snapshot. Your DPHI is 70.3, and that was the amount of tokens that I locked in here. That got, and because I burned these ones, I burned 40, I locked 10 for 2, and so little bonus for burning the 40, and that's why I'm up to there. So I can claim these dividends. That will get me my 70. What did I get? I got 69.93 BUSD on this side, and I have 34.49 BUSD on this side. And just so because I didn't do this before, I should have. Didn't mean to not have done that. Let's claim that GPHI. Make sure I'm all set up to get maximum everything. Because I probably would have got a hell of a lot more if I'd come in and unlocked that, but I just didn't know. So there's that. We're all caught up. And then now you guys know. You need to come in here and unlock this and lock up your coins and all that good stuff. Read through the paper so you know what's going on. But other than that, I think I just kind of explained it all. So there's all that. I hope that helps. Look at there. I have already got my my 69 is out of there. It's in my wallet. Take that 34 out of here and get that going. But that's what's going on, guys. Also, there is an affiliate program here. You get 7%. You get from your people below you doing stuff. You also get 10% discount on your first node. So make a node, man. Make a node and buy a big one because you want to use that 10% discount wisely. All right, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Crypto music going to catch you guys on the flip. Hope you're loving Prometheus as much as I am. If not, this is a sleeper. You should have a look at it. Not financial advice. Everything in crypto is risky. Do what you're going to do. I'm doing me. And I'll catch you on the next one, guys. I'm out.